Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel From House to Homestead. Well, go.
What?
I hit you to go. It's your turn to speak.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yes, that's what that means.
Okay.
Go.
She keeps hitting me in the leg. That's apparently the thing to go. Talk.
He's still not going.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Travis.
I'm Casey.
And today we got a project. We're doing some electrical. We are going to put in a couple of 20 amp circuits. One dedicated for the freeze dryer, and then the other for our 3 fridge/freezer, whatever things we've got out here in the Breezeway. So I'm going to be going under the house a lot. Going to be
making at least one trip to the hardware store.
Yep, because that's our MO. And yeah, so anything to add before we get started?
Let's just get started.
Okay, here we go. So this is where we're going to be putting it. We had the table here last time, and we moved that out this morning. We're going to, down here in the corner, go under the house down there and put in an outlet as we come out, and then the other circuit will come up and it'll have an outlet right up there after we disconnect this one from the main breaker. So let me get the drill and drill a hole. Okay, so I'm gonna go under the house, and well, I'm under the house. We have a pretty big crawl space. It's not a crawl space, it's more like a bend over space. But I'm gonna go check out where I'm going to be drilling through the walls. Lilu loves to come under the house and check out what else is under the house too. Yes, she'll bark. Yep. Okay, honey. And just make sure I'm not going to drill into something that I'm not expecting. So under here's where we have all of our solar. So as you come into the house, under the house, we've got our solar batteries, our inverters are over there, charge controllers. It looks kind of like a mess. I have plans to kind of organize this a little better, but for now, this is what it is. So I should be coming through somewhere right about here, I think. There's not any wires. There's nothing over here. So should be a fairly straight run. But all right, let's go.
We're probably blocking the camera like that, just so you know.
Can you guys see?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think I can see. Yeah. Good thing that's not hot, otherwise this would be really hard. Ow. That's not good.
You're getting concrete. Look at that dust that came out. That's concrete dust.
So I need to go. All right.
Now you're hitting concrete.
Well, I think I've completely destroyed this blade. Oh yeah. That has no more tip on it. It has nothing. Okay.
All right. So am I going to the store now?
No, I have another 1/2 inch one. Okay guys, welcome back. So off camera, I did a few things. We had some things come up yesterday that we needed to take care of, and we just didn't get around to filming it. So let me show you what we got done. So down here, we got the outlet put in for the freeze dryer. We got everything hooked up to the junction box under the house and then into the breaker panel. So got all that done, and then the other line that's coming out, that's going to go up the wall and have 2 outlets attached to that. That's on a separate circuit. And then inside, we have this outlet box that controls the light out in the breezeway. Not junction box, but this outlet box. So what we're doing, ooh, light. So there was 2 switches here. The one on the left here, it was a 3-way switch for this light. And the other switch is like 5 more feet away right there. And camera, there we go, right there. Anyway, it was just not very useful. So we never used it. Since we have a remote for this light anyway, it never got used, and it was just taking up extra space. So we rewired that. That light is now on a single pole switch, not a 3-way, and we took down the conduit that was going from that light, from the light over to the wall and down. I cannot do things backwards in the camera. So now what we need to do is, this light switch needs to get power. And let me show you what some stupid person did. And we're fixing it. There are 3 bare wires in here, not even in the Romex cable. They go up, they go out, they come out there, and then they literally like fed them in between the boards. Yeah. Over to, anyway, they come over to here, to this box. That's where the light is getting power from to turn on the light switch and actually power the light. Well, we know it's needed to be changed. Now it's time to actually fix it and do it right. So we're gonna be pulling that out. We're gonna be running conduit through everything. The conduit will come up through the same place that conduit does, right there, and down to the light switch. We're going to be taking out this Romex, which is not up to code, running conduit to a new outlet box here, another new outlet box a little further down, and getting everything fixed and up to code and working right. So just making triply sure.
Okay, we verified that power is off.
In multiple ways.
Yes.
Okay. We verified power was off with this too, right?
Yeah, we never turned the breaker on.
Okay.
But you can touch that black wire, just make sure.
Let's do this. Let's do that.
You're putting on some of those keeper clip thingies to run the limit or
The conduit?
the conduit.
Well, yeah, it needs to be secured to the wall. Don't know why I didn't expect that to fall. Another case of someone not doing it the right way.
Does that look burnt?
Does what look burnt?
That wire, the Romex?
No, it's just got discoloration on it.
Oh, okay.
But the ground in here is not bonded. Of course, you have loose wires. Like, there's just so many things wrong with how they did this.
Break it?
No, it fell out. But it fell out without me seeing where it went. Who are we kidding? To disconnect that inside before we can turn back on that power to that circuit.
Okay.
Really not sure how they got it up in there.
Well, that's probably why it's single strands, not in Romex.
Well, but still. I mean, who thinks that's a good idea?
I don't even know, Ray.
Again, why make things more difficult than they need to be, right?
Right?
Not like we're gonna reuse this as anything except for,
Scrap or pigtails.
yeah,
or
pigtails.
something like that, yeah.
Wires up out of the way so that when we walk through the door, we don't like crash into them.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with that.
Get our eyes poked out or something.
Yeah, we'll deal with that in a few minutes. Turn that circuit back on. In order to turn it back on, we need to disconnect. I think it's over here. Yeah, we would need to move this.
That's not gonna happen.
What do you mean it's not going to happen?
Cannot move that.
So we can. What we need to do in order to move it is pull the table out, move this stuff over, and just bring it straight this way. If we can bring it straight this way for 2 feet, I can access that junction box, the outlet box, where that wire is originating, right here. I can disconnect it there, secure it back in, and then this circuit can be turned back on. I know. We can wait on that, but it has to be done today. It has to be done before we can turn the kitchen fridge back on.
Well, then should we do it first?
I'm gonna need to find a nut driver to take those out.
Since we're still fresh and strong and
Yeah.
people don't know how difficult that was to move.
Well, didn't we have help?
And now it's no.
It was just me and you?
Yeah,
Oh. You're a trooper.
I know.
She's a
Right.
trooper.
And now it's got the top on it too, which is gonna make it even heavier.
Well, but we only need to slide it. And if we can pull it out just a little, and then we can get the little casters, the furniture mover things. If we can tip it and just get it onto those. Slide it forward.
I don't think we can tip it. There's so much glass and stuff in there. If we tip it even a little bit, everything's gonna crash.
Okay. Then why don't I keep going with this? I'll work on this. Go ahead and pull anything out of there that you want to pull out of there, and then start moving the chairs. And we'll do that after you've got some stuff out of there moved.
Okay.
I know it's not ideal, but I got to get to that outlet. Or I could disconnect this outlet from, so there's another outlet right here. Isn't there?
Behind the fridge.
Oh, it's behind the fridge. I would have to get in there and disconnect that outlet from this. And that outlet wouldn't work.
Well, we don't use that outlet because we can't get to that outlet anyway.
Could move it. You should see the look on her face right now. See, this is what our jobs are like. We start with one simple little thing, and then they just like explode into a million different things.
I will literally have to take every single thing out of that.
We have to move it, period.
Or we could just move the fridge.
Well,
Disconnect the thing.
And yeah, but then we'll have to move the fridge and reconnect it later and then get back there. I'd like to pull that wire completely out, but I can't until we move that. So we have to move that at some point. My brother-in-law got me these pliers. They're awesome. Yep. These are a little shorter than I wanted them to be, but I just cut them a little too short.
See that?
Should always cut them plenty long and then trim them back. I'll make it work, but it's going to be a little bit tighter of a fit.
Be okay.
It'll be okay. And then out here will come the power that I'm going to send it up and over and then along that side with the other one. So instead of coming this way and up and over, I'm just going to take the conduit for power for the light. I'm going to go up and over the ceiling just along this thing and then over.
Okay.
I think that's the shortest route and the easiest route.
Probably.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Oh, we just bumped it off of the shims
Oh,
because it was shimmed.
stop. It needs to go closer to the wall. The top does at least. We're starting to. Does that give me enough room?
Should.
Yep, it does.
All right.
So let me show you.
What we're looking at here.
So they tapped into this outlet. They went behind this trim piece, came out from behind this trim piece and went through the wall right there. With Romex, not conduit. So that's the first no-no. And then I think the Romex actually goes outside. Like you can see it from the outside a little. So, and it's not external use Romex. So we're gonna pop this open, disconnect that wire. We might as well take it all out while we've got this moved. We're not gonna move it again to come back and take this out. So let's do that. So I'll need orangey and we might be able to pull the nails. It looks like some of them have worked their way out for this. They did actually secure it to the wall, kinda, so that's a plus.
We're sure that that's off, right?
Why don't you step outside and grab my tester?
Okay.
No power. We like not getting shocked. Question is,
Just cut it.
well, no, because unless I replace the whole outlet.
I thought we were just taking that outlet out altogether and moving it.
Oh,
We can't get to it. It's not doing any single bit of good there.
no, you're absolutely right. It comes up through the floor, I think. Well, it might not. It might come behind. Guess what wasn't secured to the wall at all? Even if it comes up through the floor, if I just cut it, take out the box, I can pull it down. And then we can put it up through the floor over here where we can actually utilize it.
Okay.
So it's also the push in outlet. So the wires are pushed in, so I gotta find a small screwdriver to.
Yeah, no.
And this is put in, of course, without without a clamp on the side. So there's just been a lot of things wrong with this house that we've had to fix. But we knew that when we bought it, so we kind of knew what we were getting into, a little at least.
Little. Kind of gotten a little more than what we expected.
Yeah.
Still have snow. Oh, it did come outside. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
at least it's kind of undercover, but that is not
okay.
not okay. Okay.
I should just cut it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is,
Here, give me the trash.
we'll go inside and cut it. Now that I know for sure it's gonna actually come out,
Okay.
we'll go cut it inside and then I'll, voila!
Yay!
Not too shabby. All right, take one. Maybe I should get back there and pull instead of.
Okay, do you want me to just stabilize the top?
Yeah.
I'm going to push from the front.
Okay.
Ready to get out now.
I think I better get out now. They squished it.
So we're pretty close to the edge on that. So it can go back a little further if we need it
Yeah.
to.
Take a look. Take a step back and.
Step back and not trip over the rugs and the things and the stuff.
How does the top look compared to the base? Does the base, I mean, obviously the top has to be pretty much centered between the beam and the wall.
It's probably a little close this way, but it's centered on the
Well, but
thing.
the base can move over.
Okay.
So,
But we don't want to move the base over because if we ever have to get a hand in there to move it again, you won't be able to.
we will.
So I think it's fine where it is. I think that's about where it was when we moved it.
Okay.
So
So then the question is it wobbly?
yes, and that's why we had the ship, because it was wobbly.
Okay. Your mom had a good idea. She said, what about making jerky? Oh, with that.
Yeah, I could slice the things really thin. Oh, well, that's remarkably lighter with the AM meat slicer out of it.
Okay. Rolling, rolling, right. Yeah, this is all sorts of fun. Okay. And oh, whoops. We're taking that out anyway, because we're gonna replace it. Everything's got to be a challenge.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
So we got the wrong boxes, or one of the wrong boxes. The one that was supposed to go here, it has too big of holes on the side for the clamps that we have. So we got to return that and then get a new one. So we're going to reuse the old one for today. The store is closed today, and we will pick one up tomorrow and then replace the single gang the double gang with a single gang. So